Good evening, hello and welcome to the second part of the press conference. It was obvious that our guests already wanted to go home as we know it from evening games. So hello and welcome Thomas Tuchel after the 2-1 win in the top game against RB Leipzig. We'll start with the first questions. And we already have Felix Fischer from Sky. The first question. So, hello, Mr. Tuchel. Leroy Sané was subbed off. He seemed a little bit knackered. Could you maybe talk about his situation? Doesn't seem to be too happy. Last goal that he scored was back in October. How do you see his situation? Yeah, I think that describes the situation very well. But I think since October, he was very involved in some of the games and goals. But Leroy Sané is always going to be measured by his goals and his assists. When you play in an offensive position at Bayern Munich, you have to have your stats and take care of those. And at the moment, that is a difficult phase for him with a lot of balls lost. However, I think his effort against the ball in all phases in this game was very high, so helped out in a lot of counter-attacks and had to come off. We had a substitution prepped because we already saw it earlier, and he had ups and downs with pains in the past days and also weeks. He's very hard-taking, but I think it's you can see it if you look at him, the way that he runs, the way that he stops. You can see, and that certainly has an effort or affects his passing accuracy, and he has a hard skin and sometimes takes a little bit too much, and today just wasn't able to do it. So we already had that substitution prepped, and that's why that happened. So, hello, Mr. Tuchel, you said during the week that you're going to be a little bit more ruthless. You put Kimmich on the outside. Is that put down to that, or just because of the personal situation? Yeah, I wouldn't know who else should have played at right back. So sometimes when especially players like Conny with muscle injury, to put him in after just 3 practice sessions into a right-back position. So therefore, I wasn't ready to do it. And Joshua was the only option that we have in the squad that has ever played that position. So I think he did well, and that's why we did it that way. So to touch back on the Kimmich situation, is that maybe a situation that you can put him into that position more often? Konrad Laimer can play in midfield as well. And further question, the image of the first half was you sitting on the case, and could it maybe be that you've already packed your luggage? So yeah, I definitely already brought that from at home. That's where I have everything packed, and that's why I did it like that. And nice that that was the way you picked it up. And yeah, with Kimmich, everything is possible. We'll decide from game to game. I think the likelihood that we need him on that position is very high. Sure, Upamecano will be coming back, but he's also blocked from the Champions League. So. But to talk about that today, about what's happening in the squad on Friday, is too early, considering our injury situation throughout the entire season already. So that's why we'll wait until Thursday evening to have those thoughts and make our starting lineup. Thomas, it was the first game after it was announced that you're going to split ways in the summer. How would you see the result today and the turnaround that everyone was hoping for? And how was the preparation ahead of this game? Was there anything different or special from your side? No, I mean, from my side it was all the same, but it might have felt a little bit different today, but the prep was always the same as always. So same with everyone else, and I was positive to the team, and so nothing changed in that way. So the performance was good as well. I think I saw a very good first half from us, with 2-3 really big chances to go ahead and deserve that lead, and to maybe already decide it ahead of time with the second goal. However, it was always tight because we weren't able to manage it, and then in the second half, Leipzig was slightly stronger, and then we weren't able to close down the center as good as possible. They were able to get those diagonal passes and into attacking midfield, so that caused problems for us. And in that phase, yeah, we were able to score that goal. Obviously conceded a difficult goal for that tie with a deflected shot, but were able to change something to play against the 4 offensive players, but the energy was strong today from the bench, and the mindset was strong from the bench, and they had a massive impact after the game was level to turn the game back around, to hold the energy that we had, and at least keep the opportunity open that we can score late in the game. Leverkusen were able to do that a lot in this game and in this season, and we were able to do it the same today.
Harry
Kane didn't exactly have a perfect run recently. What can you bring it back to that he had great energy, didn't have that luck early on, but fought hard to bring back in, and what speaks for that player? You just talked about Leverkusen having a couple of games where they had late wins. Do you think that there could be another turnaround now here for Bayern? Yeah, who knows? I don't think we don't need to talk about that in press conferences any longer. It's about us winning every game from here on out, and we have to just stay on top of it, and we don't have to talk about it anymore. The situation is clear. Leverkusen has a great lead at the moment, and that maybe comes down to our own fault as well, but now we have to be in that situation, and more than ever, it's step by step in the 2 competitions that we still have in the coming weeks. And that's why it's important for us to get the win today after 2 losses in the league. And I think that comes back to the emotion and atmosphere for the team, to have a late win as well at some stage. And what was the first part of the question? Yeah, regarding Harry, I'm not really worried about Harry because he's been doing this since he's been 14, I think. So he's always going to score 50 goals every year, and that won't change. So he knows exactly. It's just about maths. The more that he misses, the more is the likelihood that he's going to score more, and that's always the same from year to year. Today he had a great mix between being on point and being a little bit more calm, and I think, yeah, it really bugged him that he wasn't able to get that goal in Bochum early on, but that's what it is sometimes, but I don't think you have to worry about Harry. So, final question. So, De Ligt and Eric Dyer was an unusual duo in defense. How did you like the play that they had together? And just the general performance of the defense. Yeah, I think it was a good game, even though they had 2 attacking midfielders and 2 fast attackers as well, 2 fast strikers, but I think we did well in that. I don't think it was too odd. We played like this against Union and Augsburg, and same against Gladbach. So those 2 can play together very well and have a good mix, and we thought that Min-jae might need a break after he's been playing continuously, and he didn't have a winter break because he was active in the Asian Cup as well. So that's the impression that I had, and therefore yeah, Dyer and De Ligt had their noses ahead, and they play well together, so that was why we did that because they organized well together with those two and the outside defenders and also our holding midfielders, just because we knew what the Leipzig game plan was going to be. They played it extremely well in the first half. Sure, we conceded some chances in the second, but Manuel Neuer was in top form as always, and that helped. So thank you and have a great rest of your weekend. See you soon.